Welcome back to 843 TV. We're here with Tony Herndon, who's one of the newest innovators from Don Ryen Innovation. He had, if you went to the Taste of Bluffton or the Hilton Head Food Festival, the most popular tent, Joe Loves Lobster Rolls. So,
how you doing today?
Tony, I'm well, thank you. Glad to have you with us.
Very well, thank you.
Good. Our question for you, tell me about what the benefits of belonging to a business incubator.
Basically, I have an ad hoc advisory board at my disposal for ad agencies, for IT. They come free, basically, or at a reduced charge in the center. And I've been able to utilize these channels to help grow my business. And basically, that's what it gives everybody who gets in there. Which is a process. You have to apply and so forth. But it's a great resource. Don Ryen was a great guy, and I think it's going very well.
So you're seeing good results from the effort you put in there?
Absolutely.
Great.
Yeah.
So the Don Ryen Center for Innovation is geared towards technologically based companies. How does Joe Loves Lobster Rolls fit into that?
Basically, what I'm going to do is set up a system that's necessary to establish a multi-location, multi-purpose restaurant chain, such as real-time cross-reference between units that support the ability to increase sales through catering. So if you're in Charlotte at a venue and you're from, say, Orlando, and you eat my lobster roll and you love it, you ask the person in charge of that market and if they can do something, down where you live. Well, they can't because it's a different market. So basically, they'll take out their iPad and they'll say, okay, wait a minute, let me go to that location. You know what, they're free that day. Let me see their inventory. You know what, they're going to be short. Let's get that sent from distribution. So they're the type of the apps and software that'll be created, as well as profit analysis, waste, inventory, and so forth,
great.
Logistics. Mm-hmm.
Well, Tony, we understand you're also starting a food truck type of business on Calhoun Street every Friday. Tell us about being the first upscale mobile food cart and what that brings to the Old Town of Bluffton.
Food carts and trucks bring a great variety to any location. Progressive and open-minded towns see the benefit of the diversity of cuisines that probably people wouldn't be able to enjoy if food trucks or carts weren't in the area. I'm upscale because of my price, my product,
Right.
and it's decadence.
It's lobster.
It is.
I pay
It's
a little under
delicious.
$20 a pound. It's not leg, it's not tail, it's not surimi, it's pure knuckle and claw from Maine. So, you sell a $1 hamburger or you serve a $15 lobster roll.
Yeah, sometimes
That's
you
it.
do get what you pay for.
I'm adamant about it.
That's right.
Yes.
Tony and I were joking that you might have to become kind of like the soup Nazi for the Seinfeld fans. You said there were 3 questions that will get you potentially banned from Joe Loves. What are those questions?
Well, 2, because I don't give you 3 chances. It's first, if you ask if the lobster is real, that's strike 1.
If it's real.
If it's real,
Yeah,
you'd
instead
be
of
surprised.
relation.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
be surprised. And then you ask if the butter is real, as opposed to margarine, which is one molecule away from
Oleo.
plastic.
Yeah.
And then that's it, you're done. No lobster for you after that.
There you go.
We'll cut you off. Well, I'm sure since we introduced you and your name is Tony, everybody probably calls you Joe, but Joe Loves Lobster Rolls. Who is Joe Love and why did his story inspire you to develop a new business?
Joe Love was my cousin. He was a lobsterman in Maine in the 60s and 70s who died early of pancreatic cancer in his life at 30. Great guy, just a wonderful man, and he was a lobsterman. And when I created the business, I wanted to put his face out there and help his legacy of just being a great guy. And so he has a great, he always had a great ability to please people, to comfort people, and he was just a great guy. So I'm really, it's really for him, and my daughters, of course, and college coming up in 2 years, and it's about a lot of things. But Joe is a great guy, and I never want to forget him.
It's a good way to remember him.
It is. It took us months, to get the caricature of him. People couldn't get it right, and that's what you see when you see Joe Love. That's what he looked like. Yeah, it was great.
I just want to give a shout out to your daughters. We got to interview them on the restaurant show. Beautiful.
Yes. Thank you very much. I married tall. Their mother their mother is 5'11", and they're quite taller than me already.
Wow.
It's at 16 and 17. They're gorgeous girls. I love them, dear. That's what I live for. Yeah. So.
You're very lucky.
Thank you. Appreciate it. And they've been working in my restaurant since they were 9. There are times I never could have done it without them. I've had restaurants where the help wouldn't show up, and Victoria, literally at 10 years old, would come in, just start running the register, tell people to go sit down, get a drink. My other one was in the back, taking at 9 years old, taking dough, slapping it on a peel, spreading it, saucing it, cheesing it, topping it, and putting it in a 500-degree oven. I couldn't have done it without them. So they're
amazing lesson
very
learned.
savvy.
Well, you guys work like a well-oiled machine. I've
Thank
seen
you.
you start, opening up the food truck, at the beginning of the festival, and it runs like clockwork.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
you'll see them again this weekend. They'll be at the Isla Festival in Shelter Cove. I think I said that right.
And Tony, while we have the time, I know that the Joe Love story obviously inspires your business. Tell us about your goal of starting a pancreatic cancer center here in the Low Country.
Well, pancreatic cancer, any type of illness. Basically, I want to start the Joe Love House, which will be a hospice, a holistic hospice for folks to go with, to spend in a non-sterile environment somewhere here in the Low Country. I'd like the Bluffton area underneath the Oaks, and basically I want to be able to provide them with again a non-sterile environment to go out back, do a little garden, listen to the wind chimes, have the waterfall, so on and so forth, and just pass on peacefully. Oh, and being fed organics and lobster, of course.
Well, thank you very much for being with us
Appreciate it.
today. And make sure that you join us next time for more 843 TV.
Where communities come to speak.